In this video, we'll model a marker pen. Add a cylinder with 24 vertices. G plus Z, and type 1 to move it above axis lines. Tab into edit mode. Press S and Shift plus R to restrict scaling to X and Y axis. Scale down 0.5 units. Control or Command plus R, and add 14 loop cuts. Select 4x4 faces at the top. Press I to inset and inset 0.05 units. E plus Y, and extrude a bit on Y axis. S plus Y, type 0 to flatten the faces. Control or Command plus R, and add a loop cut. S plus Y, type 0 to straighten the edge loop. Select the bottom 4 faces on extrusion. E plus Z, and extrude down in line with the bottom edge loop. Control or Command plus R, and add 3 loop cuts to extrusion. Control or Command plus R, and add a loop cut to the bottom and slide down. Select 2 faces here. Numpad 3 for side view and E plus Y to extrude close to the cylinder. Now select the outer edges of the extrusion. Control or Command plus B, and add a 2-segment bevel. Control or Command plus R, and add a loop cut and slide right. Now, select the top face and inset 0.1 units with I key. Add a grid fill and adjust the offset to align the grid with axis. Select the bottom face, press X and delete it. Alt or Option plus left click to select the bottom edge loop. E plus Z, and extrude -4 units down. Press F to add a face. Press I and inset 0.1 units and add a grid fill. Add 3 loop cuts with Control or Command plus R. Press A to select all, then G plus Z, and type 4 to move up 4 units. Alt or Option plus left click to select the bottom edge of the cap section and press V to rip. This disconnects top and bottom section from where it was ripped. Move the mouse over the top section and press L to select all linked faces. Press P and choose selection to separate. Alt or Option plus left click to select the top edge loop. Press E, right click, press S and scale down 0.8 units inward. E plus Z, and extrude up 0.5 units. Press E, right click, press S and scale down 0.8 units inward. E plus Z, and extrude up 0.6 units. Press E, right click, press S and scale down 0.8 units inward. E plus Z, and extrude down a bit. Press F to make face. I to inset a bit. Add a grid fill. Select the 4 faces in the middle. Control plus numpad plus 3 times to extend selection. Press I and inset a bit. With the faces selected, go to Data Properties tab. Click on plus icon to add a vertex group and click Assign. Rename it as Tip. Select the bottom edge loop with Alt or Option plus left click. Press E, right click, press S and scale down 0.81 units inward. Alt or Option plus Z for X-ray mode. E plus Z, and extrude up to the top second edge. Press F to make face. I to inset and add a grid fill. Press A to select all. Press M, and select by distance in Merge dialog to remove extra vertices. Enable face orientation and check if face normals are in order. You can find it in Overlays menu. Red indicates the face normals are facing in the wrong direction. Press A to select all and press Shift plus N to recalculate the face normals. Alt or Option plus Shift plus left click to select both the bottom edge loops. Control or Command plus B and bevel with 2 segments. Add a bevel at the top as well. Control or Command plus 3 to add subdivision modifier. Right click and shade smooth. Alt or Option plus Shift plus left click to select the bottom edge loop. Control or Command plus B and bevel with 2 segments. Add bevels at the top as well. Press Control or Command plus 3 to add a level 3 subdivision. Add another loop cut at the bottom with Control or Command plus R and slide down a bit. Control or Command plus B and bevel with 3 segments. Now, select these 4 faces at the bottom and press Control plus numpad plus 6 times to extend selection. Go to Material Properties tab and add materials for white and red color. With red material selected, click on Assign. Enable Material Preview and verify the color is assigned properly. Select the cap. Select the red material from the drop-down. The marker exterior is complete.